Namaste, welcome. Today I bring to you a morning yoga practice that will help you wake up the body and set you up for the day. It is an all levels class with a little bit of everything, and for props it's good to have a blanket and a pair of blocks. Whenever you're ready, we'll start in child's pose. Face the short end of the mat, send your hips towards your heels, widen out the knees, and then slowly begin to lower yourself down. Resting the forehead. And bring awareness to the breath. We'll start with 3 rounds of cleansing breaths. In through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Last one. And then begin to inhale and exhale through the nose, dedicating these first few moments to arrive into your practice, body and mind. Take one more breath. And then let's all meet in tabletop position. Hands and knees. Again, here the blanket can come in handy if the knees are feeling sensitive. Spread the fingers nice and wide and then begin to rock back and forth a little. So inhale, send your shoulders past the wrist any amount. Exhale, come back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Couple of more. Just warming up the wrists here. Come back to tabletop, few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, we arch the spine, looking forward or up. Exhale, gazes down or towards the thighs as you round. With your breath, flow a few more rounds. Following the pace of your breath. Eyes open or closed. Last one. Come back to neutral spine. Let's extend the right leg behind us, pressing through the right heel. One more breath. And then lift the right leg up in the air, shoulders over wrist. Pause here. 2 more breaths. Pointing through the toes. And then land the right foot to the right side, setting for our gate pose legs. And then we'll walk the hands towards the right leg and just fold here any amount. Right toes are pointing to the top of the mat. Press through the outer edge of the right foot. Allow the upper body to soften. One more breath. Walk the hands back under the shoulders. Take the right knee in and shake out the hips a little. Alright, let's go on the other side. Left leg extends. Press back through the heel for your calf stretch. Another breath. Stack shoulders over wrist and then lift the left leg up. Keep the hip closed. Spine is neutral, brace the core, one more breath. Now bring the left foot to the left side. Ground down through the outer edge of the left foot, lift through the left inner thigh, and then slowly walk your hands towards the left leg, any amount. Doesn't matter. And then try to fold. Walk the hands back under the shoulders, bring the knee in. We all move to downward facing dog. Find your upside down V. Once you have that, begin to pedal out the legs. Wake up the spine, warm up the hamstrings. Hips can sway side to side. Any organic movement. And then hold your down dog in stillness. It's okay to keep the knee soft. It's okay if the heels are off the mat. You can try lifting the toes to deepen the stretch in your calves, and then move your chest back to find length in the spine. Sit bone reaching up. Hug the triceps towards each other. Biceps roll forward. Alright, let's lift the right leg up. Three-legged down dog. Hold here for 2 breaths. Point the right toes. Hip is closed. One more breath. Step the foot through. In one go, you can take multiple steps and then lower the back knee down. You can always cushion the back knee. Inhale here, you can come on your finger pads to lift the chest. Exhale, straighten the front leg. The knee can be bent. Inhale, lift the heart, gaze forward. Exhale, gaze down. Hips sense back. 2 more. Inhale. Get a nice stretch in your left psoas. Exhale. Curling the right toes to stretch the right calf. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Pause here. You can always place hands on blocks. Walk the hands back a little. And then see if both hands can come outside the right leg. You can always use blocks. Make sure the pinky side of the right toe is pointing towards the hip and not sideways. Fold here. Getting a nice stretch in your outer leg. Avoid leaning into the left side with the hips. One more breath. Let's rebend the knee. Going back to downward facing dog. And other side. Left leg lifts up. Three-legged dog. Pause. Last breath. Step the foot between the hands. Find your low lunge. Take your time. Uncurl the back toe. Inhale, lift the chest. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, send the hip back and curl the left toes. Continue for 3 more times. Inhale. And we exhale. Last time. Exhale, we straighten the leg and we are going to hold here. Another breath. Then see if both hands can come outside the left leg and fold. Lean the left hip little to the left side. Energetically draw that left heel back to deepen the stretch. One more breath. Back to our low lunge and then downward facing dog. From down dog, walk, step, hop to the top of the mat for your forward fold. On the next inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart and Samasthiti. We'll do 3 rounds of sun salutation, Hatha style, which means we will flow through Ashtanga Namaskar and we will have low lunges in our sequence. We'll try to follow breath to movement. Take breaks as needed. You can always skip the vinyasas. Hands in front of the heart. Inhale, arms reach up, back bend. Exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips. Step the right foot back, lower the knee down, look forward. Step the left foot back, plank. Lower the knees down, arch the spine. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold your down dog for 1 breath. Step the right foot in between the hands, lower the knees down, or rather back knee down. Inhale here. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, arms reach up. We'll fold for the left side. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, knees come down. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. If it's too hard to follow the breath, just do as much as you can. The body will breathe on its own. Inhale, arms reach up, back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, left. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, scoop the chest through Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot in between the hands. Exhale, left. Inhale, arms reach up, back bend. Exhale, fold for the left side. Inhale, low lunge, left leg back. Exhale, right foot back. Inhale, knees come down. Exhale, Asha spine. Knee chest chin. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. One more round, right and left. Inhale, take breaks if you need to. Exhale. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, left foot back plank. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, right leg forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, left leg forward, lunge. Exhale, right. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, Ashtanga. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, arms reach up, back bend. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Release the hands by your side, separate the feet and close down the eyes. Feel free to grab a sip of water. Feel free to walk around in your space. Feel free to cleanse out the breath. Just gather yourself physically and mentally. Take control of your energy. Last breath. All right, we will go into eagle arms and eagle legs. Face the top end of the mat. Right thigh over left, right arm under left. Sink the hips down. Right toes can come off the mat. Find your balance, send the hips back. Like eagle, we try to have peripheral vision. One more breath. We'll transition into warrior 3. You can always lower the right foot down. Find your balance. Take the right leg back. In the air, any amount. If you can bring the thigh parallel to the floor. Stay strong here. Micro bend in the left knee. One more breath. Lower the hands down, step the right foot back. We'll come into runner's lunge. Frame the front foot and then straighten the front leg. Long pyramid. Both legs are straight. You're folding towards the front leg. Press down through the left big toe. And keep drawing the left hip back, right hip forward to square out the pelvis. One more breath. Lift the torso up a little. Back foot can come forward slightly to ground the heel down. Lift the left toes and then see if both hands can go outside the left leg. Left foot. If both hands can't quite go outside, you can keep the right hand inside and turn the torso towards the left. You'll still feel a nice stretch in the outer left leg. Pinkies pointing towards the hip. You can even deepen the stretch by grabbing the left toes with the right hand if you feel comfortable with balance. One more breath. Re-bend the knee. We will step back into down dog. You can choose to do a vinyasa here. You can lower the knees down, rest in Vajrasana or child's pose, or you can join me here, just holding downward facing dog. One more breath. Bend the knees, make your way to the top of the mat, however you want to. On the next inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's do the other side. Shifting the weight in the right leg, bring your left thigh on top of right. Bend the knees to send the hips down slightly, and then see if the left arm can come over. So left leg over, left arm under. Left arm under, sorry. We pause here. See if you can balance on the right leg and lift the left foot off the mat. One side is usually easier or more challenging than the other. So just observing that in our bodies. And then slowly transition into your Virabhadrasana 3 with your eagle arms if possible. If not, hands can be in front of the heart. They can be on the blocks or ground. Keep the left hip closed. One more breath. Release the hands. Lower the hands down, step the left foot back. We find our runner's lunge. And then we are going to straighten the front leg, long pyramid. Press down through the right big toe and fold towards your front leg. Lift the torso up briefly. You can step the back foot in slightly to ground the back heel down. Lift the front toes and then see if both hands can come outside the right leg. Fold. You want to deepen the stretch? Grab your right toes with the left hand. Pause here. Another breath. Lower the foot down, re-bend the knee, and then step the right foot back for your downward facing dog. Let's lower the knees down, coming to Vajrasana. Give the legs a little breather. Palms can rest on the thighs. While we are here, we can do an ankle stretch. You can totally just stay in Vajrasana. If you're feeling enough stretch in your ankles, just stay here. Otherwise, you can lean back and lift your shins or try to lift them. These muscles get pretty tight if you don't stretch them. One more breath. Lower the shins down if they were lifted. We'll go back to downward facing dog. Let's lift the right leg up again. Open the hip this time. And then step the foot outside the right hand for your lizard. Let's bring the left foot to the left side and then lower the back knee down. If you can come on your forearms, go ahead. Left forearm can come down first and right forearm can join it, or right elbow forearm can be off the mat. Takes me a few breaths to bring it down on certain days. You can always use blocks and place your forearms on that. Really breathe into the right hip. Last breath. Come on your palms. Lift the back knee. Make your way to downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Left leg lifts up and then open the hip with your straight leg. Keep the upper body square. And then step the left foot outside the left palm. Right foot comes to the right edge of the mat. You lower the knee down and you come down on your forearms or stay up high. Take another breath. Come on your palms. Lift the back knee. Come into downward facing dog. And then walk the hands back towards your feet for your malasana. Widen out the knees, heels in, toes out, hands in front of the heart. Just pause here for 3 breaths. Eyes can open, eyes can close. The upper arms can push the inner thighs out for a more active yogi squat. Relax the shoulders, lengthen through the crown of the head. Place your heels on a blanket if your ankles are collapsing inwards. Last breath. Slowly, with support, lower the hips down. Extend the legs long and then shake out the legs. Shital Dandasana. You can do some ankle rotations here. Switch direction. Alright, we are going to do reverse table and then maybe try Purvottanasana. So bend the knees. Place the hands behind you. Fingers can face the side or they can face forward depending on what feels good for you. And then send the hips up. Either gaze towards your thighs or look up. Let's try not to drop the head back. Squeeze your shoulder blades to lift the chest up and squeeze your glutes to lift the hips up. 2 more breaths. Lower the hips down. Take the same pose again, or you can join me by extending the legs long, pointing through the toes. I like to open the chest before I lift my hips. Squeeze the shoulder blades and then lift the hips. So upper body is already set up in the right alignment. Point through the toes, dig those heels into the mat, send the hips up. Stay strong here. Awareness to the breath. Last breath. And then lower the hips down. Good job. We will come into butterfly position. I'm going to grab my blanket to elevate my hips. Let's do some butterfly flaps first and then we'll fold. So just moving the knees up and down. And then we'll fold forward. Now if your hips are tight like me, which means the knees are high, move the heels away from you so the hips get a little bit of breather and you can fold deep. Otherwise you can keep the hips close to you. Oh sorry, keep the heels close to you. Allow the back to round and then lower the head. Just breathe here. Coming towards the end of our practice. Last breath. Slowly lift the head up. Close your knees. We will come on our backs. If you want to layer up, it's cold in your space, you can do that. You want to lower the lights in your space, go ahead and do that. Something to cover your eyes for your shavasana. Just keep everything handy and then lower the head down. We will hug the knees to the chest. Hands can be behind the thighs or on the shins. Gentle rocks. So whenever we are practicing yoga, what instructions I am giving are suggestions. You modify, do what feels good on that day. Just remember that. If you're rocking, find stillness. If it feels okay, lift head, neck and shoulders. Wrap your hands around your shins to hug yourself tightly. Inhale, squeeze. And then exhale, lower the head down. Rest the feet on the mat. You can extend the legs long, feet as wide as the mat. Allow the ankles to splay open. Squeeze the shoulder blades a little closer to each other and then place the upper back down. Palms can rest on the belly or chest or next to you. Begin to soften the body. Slowing down the breath. And dialing down the activity in the mind. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths to help us relax further. Inhale through the nose. See if you can hold that breath in for a bit. And let it all go through the mouth. Explore that breath 2 more times. Completely relax, completely let go. Shavasana. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you can, as long as you like. Hope you have a beautiful day, living with intention and purpose. Until next time.